Hello, beautiful people. Happy Friday. We are here to talk something I'm very excited to talk about summer horror movies. We are here to do a tier list ranking the ultimate horror summer movies. And we do have a poll going on right now. And I did forget to check the poll results the last time we did a live with a poll, but hopefully I won't forget this time. You know, my mind ain't very good. So vote. We are going to vote on what is our favorite seasonal horror movies. Is it winter horror or summer horror? Personally, I love a winter horror. Something about snow, something about cold just gives me horror vibes. But I am not here alone. I have my girl Kay Blah from the Fifth Wall. Please, warm welcome. Hey, Miss Kay.
I'm ready for you to go ahead and start hating on Friday the 13th because I don't know what your beef is with Jason. I'm here to defend him.
Well, y'all heard Kay. She ready to get into it. So let's get into it. Miss K, do you want to start this off? Why don't you let the people know your tiers? We have our tiers from top to bottom, best to worst. What are the name of your tiers, Miss K, from best to worst?
Okay, so the best ones we got Hot Girl Summer. That's the elite summer movies. Drop down, we got Now We're Grilling. That means they still good. I recommend it. Sun's Out is what we have in the middle. That means it's all right. Something to watch, something to put on TV. Lukewarm, it's like one time watch and then I'm done. Cold, hated it, probably didn't even finish.
Oh my God. So, do you want to go ahead and get started with the first movie?
Okay, look, let me remember how to move it now. This is summer of 84. Now, I'm usually here for a good 80s thing. I love the cheesiness of a good 80s movie. I'm a, eh, I'm gonna go lukewarm because I wouldn't rewatch it.
Lukewarm. Well, then we have my tier list, and my tiers from top to bottom: Scorcher, the top summer horror movies, and then a step below, summer fun. Like they may not be iconic, amazing movies, but you can have summer fun with them. And then mid tier will be Shallow Waters. Like it's still enjoyable, and we can have a little fun, but we waiting in Shallow Waters, and then the barbecue is over. That's when we starting to get down to the low level, and then the bottom tier fizzles out. Summer 84 for me is going to go into fizzles out. And I might be biased because I'm really not big on the kids and the teens, and I'm
Yeah,
also
you
not big
hate
on the
children
80s.
and teens and movies.
I'm not big on the 80s. So this movie had a lot going against it for me personally. But y'all know what I had to pull when I tried to watch this movie. A DNF, a did not finish. So that's coming in at the bottom tier. And then next we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original. We have the 2003 remake, Texas Chainsaw The Beginnings, and Texas Chainsaw 2. I am going to go ahead and rank all of the movies. Let me move this. That's the original. So the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it is definitely summer horrific vibes. I'm not the biggest, like, huge fan of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre like most people. I enjoy it. It's good. I am going to have to put it mid tier for me personally. I'm going to have to put it in Shallow Waters. Now, that 2003 remake, though, baby, we putting that in Scorcher. That's a Scorcher. I freaking love that movie. I'm obsessed with that movie. The Hills Have Eyes, The Beginnings. I actually really enjoyed that as well. I'm going to put that in Summer Fun. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. I recently saw this for the first time because like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the original, so I just never had, any motivation to see two. Babe, I should have been saw two. That movie is amazing. We putting it up in Scorcher. Miss K, How are you ranking the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Okay, so is this first one, is this the original or is this a remake?
No, I think your original might be down to the bottom like mine was. That's the 2003.
Oh, yep, I see it right here. Okay. I'll have to slide this up. Yeah, the original is I'm putting it at the bottom.
What? The bottom?
'Cause I'm not watching the old version. I'm not watching the old version. Uh
Wow.
uh two,
I
yeah,
thought I was harsh.
lukewarm. I'm not doing it.
Kay,
Uh
you
now
putting
which
two.
now okay, now these two, which two are these? Because I can't, it's small.
The first one is 2003.
And what's the second one?
The second one is the beginning. That's when one of the brothers was skipping out on going to war.
Mm. Oh, you know what? I like these two. I ain't even gonna hold you. These ones going up. I have to slide these up now. That ain't gonna stay. I ain't gonna
Okay, so
lie.
you got 2003, and now we grilling.
Oh, this one going up too. I like those
I
versions.
can, I cannot believe how low you put Texas Chainsaw.
Way before I once. I have a love-hate relationship with Leatherface.
Oh, we losing you, Kay.
Okay. Am I here? Let me get this Wi-Fi off my phone.
Yeah,
Okay. Can you hear me? We good?
yeah, we good.
Okay. But yes, yeah. I have a love-hate relationship with Leatherface. I don't like the older movies. I rather watch the new ones. I don't know why.
And I thought I was a hater of originals. Is the burning here? Look, Dylan, you gotta wait, babe. You gotta wait and see. We just getting started. And then Kay always got to come through and just throw a monkey wrench and just do some crazy and weird stuff. Yes,
Oh,
Miriam.
just wait, because I already see some clashes on this list. I see we gonna be arguing real soon on some of these, because I see one of the movies that I like that you was hating on during the horror
Oh, Lord.
panel. I see.
Yes, Miriam. She has the icon at the bottom. I don't. I just don't understand. Okay, hit us with the next one, Kay.
Oh, you want me to be next? Okay, okay. I'm gonna go us. Us, we going up here. Us is getting hot girl summer because horror movie, black people, wasn't based on racism, had a plot twist at the end. I love this movie. I love to see a black family in a horror movie, and the monster is not racial discrimination.
Nah, I'm mad you got us at the very top and Texas Chainsaw 2 at the very bottom.
The other Texas Chainsaw Massacres is right below it. Okay, the Leatherface is still in the game. He in the game.
Oh my God, I just can't believe you can't. I just really can't. Man, okay, I won't harp on it, but that Texas Chainsaw 2 was one of the most amazing things I've never seen. I thought that
See,
was just
Dominique feel me. It's just something about the original ones. It's just I don't know. I don't know.
okay. I am going to have to rank us. Okay. Us is definitely a family going on a vacation. But even though it is technically a family on vacation, nothing about us gives me summer. It doesn't give me summer horror. It just doesn't give me those summer horror vibes that I go to. And also, I don't really care for the movie. But it's not gonna be at the very bottom. I'm gonna put us in the barbecue is over. Like the barbecue over, the gnats is buzzing.
See,
It's time to go in.
no, 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 no. Mm-mm. 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 You.
I don't have fun with that movie.
I have a lot of fun with this movie. I freaking love this movie. How can
I
you
would
not?
question you sometimes, Kay.
How can you not?
Because, like, oh my God, it's just, I don't really vibe with the alternate Lupita. I don't like her voice that she uses. I don't like when we get to the whole end and everybody holding hands. Maybe I'm dense, but what the hell is that even supposed to mean? Like, I just was not, just was not here for.
Mm-mm. No, ma'am. Come on now. I'm with. Look, if you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
Now that's the worst line out the whole movie
That's my favorite part.
because he ain't even get crazy. What did he get his damn ankle or knee toe up? Couldn't he holler run?
Exactly.
Lord. And of course, next up we have the Friday the 13th franchise.
Don't you put my movies at the bottom now.
We have the whole franchise and the 2009 remake, and the only movies missing, of
That's the
course,
one that can go at the bottom.
the only one we're of course missing is when Jason go to Manhattan and go to space because that don't have nothing to do with summer. Now I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of Friday the 13th. I really feel like it is one of the worst horror franchises. Friday the 13th can be
Blasphemy.
summed up very simple. A group of white kids that's exactly like the last group of white kids from the previous movie go to the woods, they have sex, they die, and nobody even know nobody dying to everybody's dead. I'm really not a fan. The first two Friday the 13th, when we get into the one, I don't even know which one it is, but when we get into the Friday the 13th with that little kid that kills Jason, I like that one a lot better, but that still ain't much. I'm gonna have to put Friday the 13th, all of them, all of them,
No,
all of them,
no, no, no,
fizzles
no.
out. You will not catch me watching any of these movies. I don't want to ruin my summer. I'm trying to have a good summer. And that 2009, if we could have followed, I actually kind of like the first group that gets killed, but the characters we end up following, God, Jesus, I hate those characters so bad. It's all fizzling out for me. All of them. Go ahead, Kay. Put them all at the top. I know what you're finna do.
You know what? And Dominique, I thought we was cool. How you on Nikki's side with this one? How? You know what? I thought we was here. I've never seen anybody just not Jason. What is wrong with y'all? This is the. Let me show y'all what I'm feeling. I got to show Jason some love. Okay, you got these in order. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, wait. This is the final chapter. Where is the new beginning? What is it? Jason, the new beginning. I think this is the one right here. The new beginning
Yeah,
for
with
me
the
is going all the way
tablet.
at the top. You can't tell me Miguel Nunez didn't do it for you in this movie when he got killed in the porta potty.
And that's something else. The kills in the first Friday the 13th, they're not even very special or
Yes,
creative. Now,
it is.
as the franchise goes on, the kills get better. But those first part one and part two, those kills are so lackluster.
You can't tell me see him dying in the porta potty wasn't hilarious. You can't tell me when that girl tried to run from Jason, zipped herself up in the sleeping bag, and he beat her against the tree. Do not tell me that.
Yeah, the remake had some. Yeah, they did something with the kills in the remake.
You can't tell me. What is this one right here? No, here. Jason Lives. What is this one new one right here?
Yeah, that's a 2009.
That one is lukewarm. Which one is the new blood? Is this a new blood?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. This one going up. This one going up. Cause see, I can't. I don't tolerate the Jason disrespect, and the rest of them we gonna put son. Cause I can't believe how you did Jason. I got you, Jason. That's like I got to say it like that in case he catch me in the woods. He gonna know that I was here. We were here.
Oh my
Okay, I
gosh.
celebrate him every Friday the 13th. It's on you, Jason, and Mrs. Voorhees.
And let's not even get into how that it made no sense in that first movie. She just popped out of no damn well, and I just don't understand. Like all those, at least the first movies in the franchise, they're literally the same. I cannot tell the characters from part one to part two apart, other than I know Kevin Bacon. They are literally carbon copies of the same type of teenagers going out into the woods, hunting and getting killed. And it bothers my soul that bikers, people pull up there, they get killed, all our friends get killed. We don't even know no shit is going down. Like we don't even know nothing is happening. God.
Again, nobody took. First of all, his death was the fault of some reckless teenagers. So if he need to do what he got to do to seek revenge, I'm for him. Okay. So you know what? You don't like Jason the same reason you don't like Jigsaw. I see what it is. So you don't like when people got to take revenge out on people.
I'm here for revenge as much as the next person, but these movies are just I don't know. I don't know. I don't get the hype. I personally I don't get the hype. I mean, I just don't. Friday the 13th is my favorite horror franchise of all time. Go up for your franchise, Tony. Go up.
Thank you, Dominique. That was my song right there.
You gotta tell her, Tony. Part two is amazing. Okay, what we got next? Unless you wanna kiss Jason some more.
That's okay, but I'm telling you, when you get out there in the woods, you gonna wish you had. What is this movie?
Tourist Trap.
You know what? I'm gonna put this on lukewarm because I actually want to watch this. I hadn't seen this before, but I'm gonna put it on Luke because I ain't gonna hate on it. I feel like they look like something I want to watch.
Mm.
The cover looked like something I want to watch.
Okay, so I'm finna get into Tourist Trap. That movie is motherfucking amazing. And y'all know I do not really do 80s horror. I don't know, Tourist Trap is either late 70s, early 80s. It's somewhere in that time. Tourist Trap is freaking amazing. It's very much giving summer horror vibes. You have a group of, it's always, horror love killing off the young. It's a group of young people. They on vacation. They stop in this little town. They get, mayhem ensues. I really don't want to give anything away. It's very much the kind of movie that has some really good surprises in it. I didn't know anything about it. I just randomly saw it. Tourist Trap is amazing, and I'm going to put that all the way at the top in Scorcher. It is not a summer horror movie watch-a-thon if you do not include Tourist Trap. That movie is iconic. Like, I love that movie. Let me see. And then next we have I Know What You Did Last Summer, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Very much summer horror vibes. It's the 4th of July. It's summertime. We run a man down. I mean, what is summer without committing homicide, vehicular homicide? I'm gonna be honest, people hate on these movies, but I have a lot of fun and I love these movies. I'm gonna put them up in summer fun, both of them. Shout out to Brandy, one of the few Black final girls we have. I have a lot of fun with these movies. I love these movies. I remember seeing them in theaters when I was a kid. Justice for Sarah Michelle Gellar, and I Know What You Did Last Summer because she should have been the final girl. What you got for us, Kay?
Oh, I'm with you. I love these movies as well. So I'm gonna put the original. Let's see. I'm gonna put the original on Suns Out, and I Still Know. Now We're Grilling.
Wait, you putting I Still Know higher than the original?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kay. You never make much sense, child. I'm gonna let you have it.
I'm rooting for everybody Black. That's all you need to know, right? That's it. That's all.
My game is honesty. Your game is honesty. So we should be here, okay? I'm just giving my honest opinion. Go ahead, Kay. What we got next?
Let's see. Oh, Jaws.
1 and 2.
Okay, yeah. One got to go up there. Okay, we getting up there with Now We're Grilling. because Jaws is a classic, and I'm here for the shark movies. Two, I'm just gonna put on lukewarm because it's a one watch. Like I'm not rewatching part two, but that first one I rewatch every year.
Hey, Dominique, Tourist Trap had the potential to be good, but it got silly and no real resolution. That I want, like I said, I don't want to get no spoilers, but that final scene in Tourist Trap, that final shot, I love it, and I think it's so iconic. I love that movie. I don't know about it getting silly. I can't remember. I think there is a little prolonged silly part when we get into trying to figure out who the killer is and who we think it is, like a little segment with that. But I freaking had so much fun with that movie. Jaws. We are in an all whites town on an all whites beach. Jaws is okay. It's fine. I'm gonna put the barbecue is over. It's kind of to the bottom. But I'm gonna be honest, I really like Jaws too. I really have a lot of fun with Jaws too. I'm gonna put that in summer fun. They be making me mad killing that damn shark. You know, leave the animals alone, okay? Humans ain't got nothing better to do than kill some damn animals, especially in the first Jaws movie when they don't even kill the right shark. But yeah, I really love Jaws too. I guess I won't say love, but I really like Jaws too. I have a lot of fun with it. And then we get into The Hills Have Eyes. We have the original The Hills Have Eyes. We have the remake, and then we have the Hills Have Eyes too. Not the original, but the remake. And if nothing else, it's going to give you horrific summer vibes. Baby, it's The Hills Have Eyes. I'm going to put the original in Shallow Waters. I'm gonna put that in mid tier. I like it, but it's not something I really revisit. The Hills Have Eyes remake is going at the very top in Scorcher. I am obsessed with that movie. I rewatch it all the time. That movie it's terrible. Yeah, look, particularly what happened to the young girl in that trailer is, I mean, it doesn't get more summer horrific than going on vacation with your family through the damn desert and having everything happen that happens. And then The Hills Have Eyes too. I actually really like this. Shout out to Lee Thompson Young, Flex Alexander. I'm gonna put it in summer fun. Now, I will say I don't like the R word scenes. I fast forward. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I have a lot of fun with that second movie. It's a far lower production, but I actually feel like it's really solid. It's actually really good. What about UK?
Oh yeah, these movies are great. Shout out to that second movie with Jet Jackson and Flex in there. So yeah, I'm gonna move backwards with this one because no, the two I'm gonna put right up in here. Now we're grilling. Then the remake, Sun's Out. And the original, we going lukewarm because I'm not watching it again. So
Lord, not Luke. Now that movie is a good movie,
but I'm not watching it again. I'm not gonna watch it again. Now the remake, I watched those two repeatedly, but the first one, yeah.
I'm with you. R word in horror is a deduction. I personally, that's pretty much the only line I draw in horror. Like, I really don't draw no lines. Like, you can give me everything you want to give me, but that's the only way. That's the only time I draw a line. And typically, it's the movies that I saw before I was in that mind. The Hills Have Eyes and the remake came out when I was late teens, early 20s. What was that? 2006. Yeah, I didn't care about stuff like that back then. I didn't really get like that until like my freaking, I don't know, mid 20s. So typically, if a movie has an R word scene, I don't even watch it. But if it's something that I've already seen, I watch it. I just skip the scene. What we got next, Kay?
Let's see what's on this list. The bootleggedness of Sleepaway Camp. I don't know why this is a cult classic. I can't, but it's a one watch for me. It's a one watch. I don't know. Shout out to the people that's a cult classic for, but it's a one watch for me. I don't get it. I don't get it.
This might be the first time we agree because I don't get it either. But then again, I don't get it about a lot of 80s horror. Um, I'm not a person who subscribes to the 80s was the best era of horror. It's way too campy for me. It's way too hokey. And honestly, it's a lot of bad acting in the mother freaking 80s horror. Oh my God. I seen I was watching, I can't remember what I was watching. The Burning, that's what I was watching. At the very top of the movie, well, not the very top, because the opening is when they do the prank, but around the top of the movie, this lady gets attacked in her apartment. When I tell you, it's just the worst acting I have ever seen in my life. I can't be scared if I'm laughing at the movie. But Sleepaway Camp, if I remember correctly, that's when the girl is the killer, but then it was like she was a trans girl. The mama made it's something crazy. I'm gonna have to put that down and fizzles out. You know what? No, I'm gonna put it in the barbecue is over. I'm not inclined to rewatch this ever
See,
the
yeah,
rest of my life,
right.
but I do love how it ended. I did call that the girl was the killer, but I didn't call that little shocking twist. And I do love the final scene when they come upon the girl and they hold that visual when they find her. I really do love that. So for that alone, it won't be at the bottom tier. Then we get into Tremors 1 and 2. Absolute scorcher. I'm putting both of the I'm put two at Summer Fun. But Tremors is definitely, I mean, you in the desert, it's a creature feature. I'm definitely putting Tremors in the top tiers. Love those movies, love Kevin Bacon. What you got for Tremors, Kay?
Now, this is one that I actually like. I like the second. I like the second and the third one of Tremors.
I don't remember the third one.
Mm-hmm. It's a part three.
Oh
I
wait,
was
is
a
the
fan.
third one where the gun toting man is like the star? I can't remember. I think I didn't like when he was at the helm of those movies. But where are you putting them at?
Let me see this first one. Actually, I'm gonna put both of those on Now We're Grilling. Cause yeah, this now these are movies that I frequently watch. So yeah, I'm good with Tremors. So let's see. Oh, The Ruins. I like this movie. It creeps me out, and I'm afraid of the plants in my backyard because of it. So you know what? Based on that, actually, yeah, I'm putting The Ruins at the top. Yep.
Hot Girl Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember seeing The Ruins in theater. I actually like this movie. It's one of those movies where the characters can kind of piss you off, but I really like The Ruins. I think this is definitely a fun summer tourist on vacation, turns horrific type of movie. I'm gonna put it in summer fun. I think it definitely should be in the summer horror watch rotation. And then we have the Last House on the Left remake. I have never seen the original, so I did not include the original. But Last House on the Left remake, another movie with the graphic assault scene. But I really like this movie. Again, I just skipped that scene, but this ain't really fun, but it is definitely going to give. This is to me, The Hills Have Eyes. It's like a summer nights wanna be horrified type of mood of a movie. I'm gonna have to put it in mid tier only because it's not something that to me I'm gonna really run to for a summer like movie watch. It's just a little too disturbing for my taste. That's the only reason why. But it's a great movie. Okay.
Oh yeah, I like the parents did what needed to be done. Okay, at the end of that movie, that's how you seek vengeance. Okay, I am vengeance with that. They did what needs to be done. Let me see where I want to put.
The family definitely got the get back.
I think I'm gonna put that on Suns Out. Yeah, because I don't like it's not at the front of my brain as a summer movie, but it is a
Yeah.
good movie.
Wrong Turn original, Wrong Turn remake. What we got for them, K?
Mm. Let me see. Is the first one, is this one the original or the remake?
That's the original.
Okay, I'm gonna put this one because I'm not gonna watch it again, so I'm putting it on lukewarm because yeah, one time watch, but Wrong Turn, uh, the remake is a step above. Sun's Out. I don't know why we used to watch that movie a lot. Wasn't it 2000? I don't know why I like 2000s horror movies. They just, I don't know. That era did it for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, look. I know y'all gonna take my horror card, but I like 2000s horror a lot more than 80s horror. I'm
And I ain't
here
say
for.
that part, but
Kay said, "Don't put that on my name."
but I like 2000s horror. I love 2000s horror movies. Those are some of my favorites. I ain't gonna put it above the 80s, but I do love some 2000s horror, early
You
2000s horror.
You know what we need to do, Kay? We need to settle this horror decades battle once and for all. That's what we need to do. We need to do a tier list ranking the horror decades. We're going to take the top 20 best horror movies from each decade. We're going to rank them and see which decade has the most movies in the top tier and which decade has the most movies in the bottom tier. Because I swear y'all be lying saying the 80s is the best decade. Like, y'all just be saying that.
I don't see how you not seen it. I just, you know what? Maybe you need to see it in a visualization of the 80s horror so you could get on the same page. I need you to get on this page.
Okay, the original Wrong Turn, early 2000s. I love Faith. Okay, I love Elijah Dushku. I love that TV show she had that got canceled. I loved her on Buffy. She's an actress that I just like. I'm not the biggest fan of Wrong Turn. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the barbecue is over. You are hard pressed to see me rewatch it. I did rewatch it like last year with my mom, my little sister, because I hadn't seen it in like 20 years. And I think I'm gonna go the next 20 not watching it. Now, the Wrong Turn remake from like 2020, 2021, love this movie. Love it so much. I'm gonna put that in summer fun. I'm gonna put that in summer fun. Hostel and Hostel Part 2. Now, Hostel, I hate the first like act of the movie. Seeing those guys and all y'all already know L. Roth cannot write likable characters to save his life. Hostel is definitely horrific. Vacation goes wrong. It doesn't quite give me the summer horror vibes that I like to get, and I hate the first act. But when we get into the second and third act, I do really like this movie. But you are hard pressed to see me really rewatch it. You know what? I'm gonna put it in shallow waters. I'm putting it in shallow waters. I'm putting it in mid tier because I can have fun with that second and third act. I do really love Jay Hernandez. Hostel Part 2, we have another crew on vacation. For me, the characters are a lot more likable. Again, not quite the summertime vibes that I like, but I'm gonna put this in summer fun. I'm gonna put that in summer fun. I really, really like Hostel Part 2. I think that is a step above. Step above. What you got for Hostel, K?
Let me think. Because I, mm, I'm trying
Now
to
you
think. I'm
should have
trying to
been
look at.
thinking while I was talking. Now what you got for the movies?
Cause see, I'm trying to put it into perspective of like a summer thing, you know,
Yeah, I
like
feel
if you
like they're
looking at
on
it
for
based off
me.
of summer.
Yeah, for me, they're on vacation, backpacking. It
Yeah,
is summer, but it doesn't give me the summer feel that I look to for a summer horror watch.
I think I'm gonna put them on Suns Out. And I'm gonna put them right there in the middle. Oh yeah, middle works. Now Cabin Fever.
We got Cabin Fever, Patient Zero, and then the Cabin Fever remake.
Okay, wait. Is the original the first one?
Yeah, the original is the first one.
Then you got Patient Zero. Is that the part two of the remake?
Well, I think it's like a prequel, but yeah, it came out way later.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I hated that one. Hated it. Messed me all the way up. Nope. Nope. I thought it was just no. I thought it was dumb. Like no. Um. The original. I'm not. That's not a rewatch. So I'm just gonna put it on lukewarm. But that remake. That's going to the top. Come on, Cabin Fever. There we go. That's where I need you.
Not Cabin Fever coming in as the hot girl summer.
I like the remake. I don't. I don't know. That's
Okay.
that's that's one of the. I see. I didn't know people didn't like that movie. I'm a stick beside it.
Okay, we don't like nothing you like. um, I absolutely I need a thesaurus. I hate, I loathe, I abhor, I despise. I cannot stand the original Cabin Fever. Like I cannot stand that movie. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop that down at the bottom, fizzles out. Cabin Fever Patient Zero. If you guys saw my video on my favorite guilty pleasure horror watches, this was in there. I love that movie. I'm gonna put that in summer fun. That is a summer island gore fest, disgusting blood and guts type of watch. Stupid characters, but I mean, what can you expect? But I actually have a lot of fun with that. Cabin in the Fever remake, just go ahead and fizzle out, baby. Fizzle out. I'm putting that at the bottom. um, Midsummer. There is a scene in the Scream. I think it's Scream 5. Yeah, Scream 5 when Jenna Ortega is on her Scream, her Ghostface call. And Ghostface is asking her about her favorite horror movies. And she says how she likes stuff like the Babadook and all this stuff. And Ghostface is like, I find it boring. I'm with Ghostface. I am not one for the A24 smarty arty elevated horror movies, which I use elevated loosely because um Midsummer, I didn't even finish that movie. I think I saw it for like 30 minutes. I can completely understand why his friends ain't like that girl. She was on my last nerves. I just couldn't get into it. I couldn't. I'm gonna put it down and fizzles out. I was sick. I was sick of that girl. What about you, Kay?
I did not finish.
So it's not
I've
just
tried.
me.
I tried to watch it several times. I tried. I want to finish this movie because I feel like I have FOMO because people talk about this movie a lot. Because I don't even know what it's about. I've not finished it. When I try, it's just something I don't know. I'm gonna put it on lukewarm because I want to watch. I want to see what it's about, but I have not been able to bring myself to just get through it.
See, you ain't finished it. Like, just say it was boring. It was boring, Kay.
It was taking too long to get to where it needed to
Exactly.
go. It was it's like I want to get to the part where everybody was saying it was good, but I hadn't gotten there. Um, Teresa. You know what? I'm gonna put that one on Suns Out because I would. That's a summer movie. I would think if I'm looking at it in the summer, with summer vibes. Yeah, I would say give it. I would tell people to give it a watch.
Yeah, I enjoy Touristas. I like this movie. It is definitely a movie that fits in a summer horror rotation. I'm gonna put it in summer fun. Again, you got some tourists vacationing, and the ish hits the fan. I think you can't go wrong with that one. A perfect getaway. I love this movie. I never hear anybody talk about this movie. We have Mickey from Scream 2. We have a ton of people here that I love. For you blurs like Kay, you got Thor in here. You have a few couples that you follow on vacation in like Hawaii or something, and there's a killer stalking them, and you as a viewer have to figure out which couple is the killer. Is one of the couples the killer? This is a perfect, like, more so thriller
Mm-hmm.
summer vibes. I feel like this should definitely be in the rotation. That's like, to me, a perfect getaway gives me like fun thriller horror nights. Like, you don't necessarily want to be scared, but you want your heart racing a little bit. What about you, Kay?
That's a good one too. And you're right. That movie's not talked about enough. I might have to talk about this movie a little bit. I'm gonna put that one in Suns Out. Because now once you get the twist, like it does it, but for people who have not seen this movie, I'm gonna definitely recommend that one.
Child, why would dogs eat anything? My dog is over here chewing on some damn tissue. Okay.
And that is why mine's is still in a playpen. That is, I said, sir, you don't have money for pet insurance and you don't have thumbs to clean up your mess when you vomit. You will sit right here in this playpen until you stop stealing.
Okay, the Crazies remake.
I liked it. I like this movie. I actually went to the theaters to see this. I'm gonna put the Crazies. I'm gonna put it on Suns Out. I would recommend it. I like a virus outbreak zombie type movie.
Now, I originally had the original and the remake, but admittedly, I had not seen the original in like 10 years. I do rewatch the remake frequently. Nothing about the original, The Crazies, gave me summer vibes. Nothing at all. So I ended up removing it. But the Crazies remake, it definitely gives, it's summertime. I think there's a scene where we're at like a baseball game or something. It definitely gives me summer horror vibes. And like, hey, I love a good outbreak. I love a good, you can't trust the military, you can't trust the government. I love a good small town mayhem happening. I am going to have to put the Crazies in summer fun. Summer fun. I really like that. And again, we got Mickey. Joyride. Summer road trip, horrific things happen movie. Another one that I don't hear a lot of people talk about. I love Joyride. You have Lily Sabowski, who look exactly like Helen Hunt. Like, that's how I used to know her for a long time. Candy cane. I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put that in Scorcher. I'm gonna put that at the top. I feel like that's, yeah. I'm gonna put that at the top. I'm gonna put that at the top. What about UK?
See, let me tell you something about me. I love me some Paul Walker. Okay. I watch anything that have Paul Walker in it. That's my boo. We've been down since the Skulls, and she's all that. Okay, we go
Oh, the
way
skulls. That's a good one. I don't hear people talk about.
Mm-hmm. So this is definitely going all the way to the top.
Taking it to the top.
That's my boo right there.
I
Oh,
love that movie. That's just a great movie.
I got a good hot girl summer list. Y'all tripping. That's a good list right there. Now, okay, what is this next movie?
Slither.
Oh hell. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not watching that ever again, and I would not recommend it. Bottom.
Oh my god.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Why?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That movie
Dang.
made my skin crawl.
That's good. That's what it's supposed to do. That's the point.
Mm-mm. Oh, but when Cabin Fever made your skin crawl, you wanted to put that at the bottom.
No, Cabin Fever did not make my skin crawl. Cabin Fever made me want to smack every single solitary white person in that damn movie, on the set, who made the movie, who was in the studio audience, like whatever. I hate that movie. It did not make my skin crawl. I love a good make your skin crawl movie. I really like Slither. Slither is comedy, horror, small town gets invaded. I think it was like an alien meteor that came and brought these like bug slug thingies. I have a lot of fun with this
That's
movie.
and see, I'm good for a horror comedy, but that one,
And see, I'm not much for horror comedy, but I really liked Slither. It's so disgusting. I love it. This. It definitely gives summer disgusting vibes.
mm-mm.
I'm gonna put Slither in summer fun. Eight-legged freaks, another comedy summer feel. We got Dewey. I have fun with eight-legged freaks, but I'm gonna put it in mid tier because you're hard pressed to see me really revisit that movie. But it is good, and I would recommend it. But I just feel like I think I've seen it maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's kind of like I've hit my quota. Like that's enough for me. What about you, Kay?
It ain't cold. I'm gonna put it in lukewarm. I mean, I watch it. I might even watch it if it's on, but I wouldn't recommend people watch it because it's unserious.
It's an unseen like I feel like eight-legged freaks is a good summer watch for people that are like not really big on horror. You get real easily scared, but you kind of want to see something to look that's gonna kind of creep you out. So if spiders and stuff creep you out, this would be the perfect watch.
That's why I'm not watching it again. Mm-mm.
What you got for Splinter?
I'm gonna put that one. This one is going to now. This is I would recommend on Suns Out. That's not a movie that I would think about for summer, but yeah, just like the crazies, I wouldn't think about. I don't know, it just doesn't come to my mind for summer, but when you think about it, yes.
Yeah, I love Splinter. You have a couple on vacation camping. They run into another couple. We end up held up at this gas station, and y'all know I love like a trapped isolated location fighting for your life scenario. And I feel like for a low budget movie, this is
Mhm.
really top tier for me. Really top tier. I
People
rewatched
don't
this
talk about
movie.
that enough either.
They don't. And I rewatched this movie so much. I am putting Splinter in Scorcher. That's at the top.
Mhm.
Really, really when it comes to low budget, I feel like that might be on the Mount Rushmore. Like I feel like they really did good with what they had. Return of the Living Dead.
Is that one or two?
One, hun.
Okay. Two is one of my
Um,
favorite movies.
Yeah, I don't really care about two, but Night of the Living Dead, the first one, y'all know I'm not really much of a fan of 80s or comedy, but this movie is so good. I rewatch it frequently. Of course, you got nudity for no reason with the girl getting naked up in the cemetery. You got idiot people doing idiot things, but I love this is where the comedy, the campy, the 80s-ness, it works for me, even though 9 times out of 10 it doesn't work for me. But it's not one I'm quick to throw on for a summer watch. I'm gonna put it mid-tier shallow waters. I would recommend it for people that like 80s movies and somehow just haven't seen it yet and like comedy horror, but it's not really going to be in my summer rotation, but I do rewatch it. I do really love it. It's one of the few 80s movies that I do really enjoy. Okay.
Um, I enjoy Return of the Living Dead 2 a lot better. I don't know why though. But
I
Return of the
don't
Living
either,
Dead 2
Kay.
is one of my favorite movies.
But what about the first one? This the iconic one.
This ain't better than the second one.
Yes, the hell it Kay. Don't make me have to
But
strangle
it
you.
ain't bad though. I mean, I still like it, but it ain't better than Return of the Living Dead 2. It ain't better
I
than
need
that one.
to go. I haven't seen part two in ages. Let me go rewatch it for Kay because maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but I feel like I didn't care for part two.
But I watch it again and see. Just give it another watch. Okay. It's not so 80s. I think that was early 90s.
Okay.
Give it a chance. Okay. Wait, what is this movie? I can't see the title.
Speak No Evil.
Oh. Hmm.
I don't know. Kay, do you watch foreign horror? Did you see this one?
I feel like I'm trying to think that I feel like there's a movie that's like this, but like an English remake.
Well, they got an English remake coming up that ain't come out yet.
Okay, because when I see movies like this, I have to go. I don't know why. I be watching like the American versions of these movies.
The American version is gonna always be the lesser of a when it comes to a
I've
foreign film.
I've realized. I'm gonna put it on
Hey,
lukewarm
you
because
still need to see the original foreign version of Inside. You saw the horrible American remake.
yes, I did.
You need to see the
Just
oh
like
god.
just like with what was the movie that was the remake of like the A Tale of Two Sisters, that what did they call it? The
Oh no,
Uninvited?
you gotta see
I
the
had what
now the
you said like
American
I
remake of A Tale of Two Sisters. That one was pretty good, but you gotta see the original, okay? You gotta see the
I know
original.
I be watching American stuff, so I'm
And
gonna
that's
put
always gonna be the worst of one.
I know I got to stop doing that. But I'm gonna put this on lukewarm simply because it's on a list of I'm gonna watch it though. Like I ain't gonna judge it just yet. I'm gonna put it on the watch list. But I really feel like I've seen an American version with of that same title.
Now it might be a these
Mhm.
titles, of course, different movies be having the same titles, but there's not another movie like this one.
Okay.
You know what? You might be thinking of a movie that's coming up later, but
Uh.
Speak No Evil. I feel like first of all, American film will never go there like foreign films do. This is family on vacation on holiday. Horrific things ensue with them, their child. This is definitely for the people that are like hardcore horror fans, not faint at heart. Like you're looking for a summertime, summer nights, horrific. You want to be disturbed type of watch. I do think this is a great movie. However, it is not one that you will find me revisiting. I've seen it once and I truly don't think I will ever see it again. It's a great movie, but it's so disturbing. It's not really something I'm going to be hard pressed to go to. I would have very much recommended, like I said, if you want something really disturbing and horrific on a summer night, go for the foreign Speak No Evil. But I want to put it bottom tier just because I'm not going to really revisit it, but it's such a good movie. I'm going to at least put it mid tier. Like, I'm not going to revisit it, but I would definitely recommend it. Wolf Creek and Wolf Creek 2. People on holiday going to always get you a summer horror movie. I really didn't care for Wolf Creek. I really didn't care for this one. We're in Australia, in the outback. We got backpackers. They come across a killer. I'm gonna put this in the barbecue. The barbecue is over. However, Wolf Creek 2, I actually could vibe with this a lot more. I actually really enjoyed Wolf Creek 2. I do feel like there's a certain part when it kind of stretches too long. We could have cut some stuff out. It drags. But I actually really like Wolf Creek 2 a lot more than the first one. I'm gonna put it in. Hmm. I kind of want to put it in summer fun, but I don't see myself really rewatching this much. I'm gonna put it in shallow waters. I have fun with it. I really enjoy it. It just doesn't have a really high rewatch value for me.
Mm.
The foreign films are the worst in terms of gore. Absolutely. That's why I say the American versions they will always be the lesser film. Americans will never go there like but especially when you get into like Korean or Japanese, they gonna rip your mother freaking guts out. Like they gonna give you something real freaking devastating. They be plotting on how to make the viewer cry. Okay. Okay, what you got for Wolf Creek?
I'm gonna put these in Suns Out because I feel like these are like movies that if they on like Sci-Fi Channel, like you'll let them play on the TV.
Not background noise, Kay.
I mean, it's like you'll watch them while you doing stuff like it's Wolf Creek. Let me turn this on the TV, and you could just walk out, do stuff, come back in, check it out a little while. That's how I look at those movies. Like if it's on, then I check it out. I'm not gonna make an effort to watch it, but I'm like, it's like, oh yeah, there's that movie. Let me turn it on and see it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now what is this?
The Bay.
Is this another foreign film?
No, it is not. It's your American folks. It's found footage. They're in like if I remember correctly, I've seen it once. I think this is the one where you're in like a little lake town, kind of like Jaws, when you're in this little sea town. And it's found footage, child. You know, I really don't do found
Hold
footage,
on.
but
When this came out?
was this mid 2000s? Let me see. I think it's mid 2012. It came out in 2012. Chaos breaks out in a small Maryland town after an ecological disaster occurs.
Because
Found footage horror.
I watched some found footage. I'll watch some found footage. I'm gonna put this one on lukewarm because I'm not sure if I seen it or not. Like the premise sounds familiar. I don't shy away from a good found footage movie.
Yeah, I'm really not a fan of found footage. I have seen a
I
ton.
love 'em.
There was a phase in the 2000s where it felt like every movie that came out was found footage. I remember I would get annoyed because I would be like, "Oh, that movie sound good," and then I find out it was found footage and be like, "Oh man, goddamn." I'm really not one for found footage. There's literally two found footage movies that I like out of like 1,000, and The Bay ain't one of them. I'm gonna put that and fizzle out. You really can't hardly pay me to watch found footage. It's just I really don't like that
I
subgenre.
don't know why I like found footage movies though.
I don't know why you Kay, why do you like
Mm.
such bad movies?
My list be straight. I don't know what you.
Bone Tomahawk. Now, if you in the mood for like summer, western, cowboy, horror, horrific, this is definitely the movie for you. Now, I will say the third act pops off. The third act is amazing, but it is a little slow for my personal taste. But I think that's just westerns in general. They tend to be very dialogue heavy. They tend to be very character driven, and they tend to be pretty drab and slow. But I feel like you get something really horrific here. You have these like native cannibalistic people that they run into and they gotta like fight for survival. You got Kurt Russell, you got Patrick Wilson, who you know from Insidious and The Conjuring. Um, Man, I mean, I would highly recommend this, and I would rewatch it. But am I the only person that if you rewatch some movies, you don't necessarily rewatch the whole thing? Like I probably rewatch this and start at about 45 minutes into the into the movie because I just want to get to the mess. But Bone Tomahawk is, I think this is really good summer horror western watch for people that like westerns and like that whole feel. I'm gonna put it in mid tier. I'm gonna put it in shallow waters. Yeah, yeah. I think it'll sit well there. If not for the third act alone, if not for the way it ends, it just ends so well. Okay.
Now I'm here for a good slow burn, but you can't be a slow burn and a western. Okay.
Girl, I feel like all westerns are slow burns.
You can't be a slow burn and a western. I can't. Then you're losing me. You're losing me. I'm only putting it at lukewarm because they tried to redeem themselves, but it almost made cold because no, don't nobody want to wait that long for
Yeah,
that.
you gotta really sit through
I don't.
with that movie, and everybody's a different type of viewer. Me personally, I need the action. I need you to come on with it.
Yeah, it's just no. That's one of the movies that you got to tell people. Be like, now stick with it now.
Yeah, you right. Like don't turn it off. Like you gonna get to it.
Be like, I ain't watching it. Just wait, hold on, just wait a few more minutes. Just hold on. It's coming. Just don't turn it off just yet.
I do think it's one of those movies where, like, if you're a horror fan, like, you have to watch it. Like, you have to. It's worth the watch. It's good.
For the people, look, if you got a attention span like mine, just brace yourself, okay? Don't
Like, just
don't
play around on your phone or make you a sandwich until the good part comes.
yeah, just I ain't even gonna hold you on that one. Just yeah. um From Dusk Till Dawn. This one got to go up here. This a classic right here. Um, I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that on. Now we're grilling.
Oh dang, they ain't make the hot girl summer list.
No, it ain't there, but it's good. You ain't all top yet, but we okay. I'm real particular about Hot Girl Summer.
Oh Lord, here we go. Hey, Terrence Porter, thank you for being in the live. Speaking of Kurt Russell, is Death Proof a summer movie? You know what? When I was getting this list together, I did think about Death Proof, but I really, really don't like that movie. I really, I like, I cannot with Death Proof. I'm gonna fast forward to see The Crash, and then I'm out when it comes to Death Proof. But I mean, it's not really horror, but it's definitely like hot summer vibe. Dane C, thank you so much for the super chat. Hold up, where is zombie strippers on the list? We ain't done with the list. How you know zombie strippers ain't coming up? But babe, I ain't never heard of a zombie stripper movie in my life. Does it happen in the hot summertime? Does it happen in the heat of the summer, Dane? Thank you so much for showing us love with the super chat, Dane C. From Dusk Till Dawn. Has my heart. Forever thine, forever mine, forevermore. Like, I saw this in theaters when I was like 19 years old. Like, y'all know I have fond memories of being in the theater with my mother as a kid. I am not much of a George Clooney fan. I seriously cannot think of one George Clooney movie I like outside of From Dusk Till Dawn, but he is so perfect in this movie. I mean, it's just great from top to bottom. You get the hot summer crime thriller like intro of the movie, and then you get into this whole blood and gut splatter fest 80s campy second act of the movie. It really, really works for me. It really works for me. I am gonna have to put it at the top in Scorcher. You are hard pressed to find me say that there are any missteps in From Dusk Till Dawn. I mean, like I'm obsessed. I love that movie. Feast. Am I the only person that remembers when Matt Damon and Ben Affleck had their little Project Greenlight going on where they were giving money to small up and coming filmmakers, and it was like a group of films that came out. One of those films was Feast. This was like 2005. Feast, I love this movie. Feast definitely gives hot summer night creature feature, gore fest, blood and guts, disgusting mayhem. Now, stylistically, I don't like all of the choices. Like, I hate when movies do that thing where they introduce a character and they pause and they pop their name up on the screen and they play a little mute. I hate that. It's so cheesy. It's so
I
cheesy.
like that.
I hate that. And we have a movie later that does this as well, and they do it for like 20 characters, and I'm like, money, like, come on. But I really like Feast. I have always been like the type of horror fan. Give me all the blood, the guts, the disgustingness. I love it so much. Feast, I am putting in Scorcher. That is definitely hot summer night gore fest creature feature vibes. What you got for Feast, Kay?
Yeah, we got to I'm going to move that one. Where are we going? We're going. You know what? Speaking of now, we're grilling. Let's go on and put Feast right there. Yes, this is when we say a movie to like watch with like a group of people in the summertime to like have fun and have a fun movie night. You watch something like that.
Definitely. Now, why I got way more in my top tier than UK?
Look, it's coming. Final Girl, I did not finish. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't even finished. It was lacking some melanin for me. I'm gonna put it on lukewarm because I feel like maybe if I finish it, I might like it better. But I'm just like, I just I ain't even finished my book, Final Girl Support Group. Okay, I'm just not finished the book. I'm lacking on finish everything that say Final Girls on it. So that's where I'm at.
Lord. I didn't finish it either. But that's expected of me. My peeps on my channel know I will be quick to turn something off. I couldn't, and I want to go back and revisit it because I hear a lot of people rave about this movie. I feel like UK, like maybe I need to like stick in
Mhm.
there, let it run its course. Maybe it'll pull me in. But I'm not one for comedy horror. Like you have to really be good. You have to really have some things that's going to pull me in for me to like a comedy horror. Because I like to be terrified. I really don't want to. I can make myself. If I want to laugh, baby, I got me. I'm hard. If I'm going to horror, I want to be horrified. I want to see blood, guts. I want it to be disgusting. I couldn't get into it. I'm gonna have to put it in fizzles out. And I know that might be unfair because I didn't even finish it, but that's part of why you fizzled out. You didn't even get me to want to see how you end. The Burning. Now, y'all, I tried to make this a well-rounded list, but I can't with The Burning. That acting at the top of the movie when the lady gets attacked is just so bad. And what the hell kind of demented teenagers think setting some ish on fire and putting it near somebody's bed is a damn prank. And then the person burn up and you just run. I can't with the demented delinquents of the 80s. I'm gonna have to put The Burning and Fizzles out. It's a no for me, dog. What about UK?
I wasn't gonna put it that low now. I mean, I'm not gonna rewatch it, but I ain't say it was like like horror. It's in that era.
Yeah, that era. That era.
Ah. But it ain't like I would just be like, don't watch it ever. I hated it, so I'm just gonna put it on lukewarm. Frogs. Sometimes low budget. It is, you just get what you get in that aspect, and I'm just, what, with the no, no, I'm not. Sci-fi is not even gonna let me watch this in the summertime. No. I will watch Tick and Mosquito
I liked
before I
it.
watch this.
I liked it. I actually like that one with Roberto Alfonso. What is that his name? Carson when
Alfonso
he
Ribeiro.
played a
Yep.
little gangster character. I like that movie. I love a bad
I'll, wa-
horror
I'll
movie.
watch that before I watch Frogs.
Yeah, again, I wanted to come through with a well-rounded list, and I try not to be biased, but the 70s and the 80s horror it's just not my vibe. Now, I will say I would recommend Frogs. It is very much summertime hot, all kind of woodsy creatures and creepy crawlies. You got a family at their vacation house. um, and there is a part that I do like. Like you have these frogs, these giant frogs taking over, and these snakes, and they're killing people off. And you have these people that end up, you know how you got the ones who survive? They hitch a ride, and you think they're getting free and they're getting out of there. And then the person in the passenger seat turns around like, "Hey, look what I found!" And it's the frog, and it ends with like that 80s, suspense music. Like, oh shoot, they didn't make it out. I actually really like that touch. And I would recommend this to people I know that like that late 70s, early 80s type of horror. Um, I'm gonna put it in the barbecue is over for me, but I would recommend it if that's your vibe. Like if you're one of those people that like, and I also feel like it was kind of giving me black exploitation vibes with our lead black lady that we had in here, and it was two little side black characters that was like the help working for the rich white folk. But it was kind of giving me like Sugar Hill, the horror of black exploitation vibes whenever they were in the mix. So I feel like if you're the type of person that likes that, I actually think you should watch it. Now, are you gonna like it? I don't know, but I think you should give it a watch if that's your vibe. Disturbia. Disturbia definitely gives me more thriller, schools out, teenage type of vibes. But I think it is definitely a fun summer thriller watch for anyone that's not like into like real hard horror. You know, you get a little too frazzled. You don't want nothing really high up the Richter scale. I think this has a good mix of like teen suspense, thriller. I mean, you got David Morse as a dang serial killer. He gonna always give you some good serial killer vibes. This was around the time when Shia LaBeouf ruled the damn world, child. He was in everything, and everything he was in was a hit. I have a lot of fun with Disturbia. Now, admittedly, I haven't rewatched it in ages, but I really like this movie, and I think it's a fun summer watch for people that don't want anything too hardcore. I'm gonna put it mid tier. I'm gonna put it mid tier. What about you, Kay?
Yeah, this is I've watched this movie several times, and I do believe that it's a remake of a movie. I
Yeah,
don't.
based on Rear Window, I think.
Yeah, I'm like I can't remember what the original one. I don't think it was the same name, but I know
Yeah,
that
with
there's like
Rear
a.
Window.
Mm-hmm.
Hitchcock. Yeah.
But yeah, I like this movie because it's kind of like you're watching it, but you don't really know what you're getting into in a way. Like you don't kind of know where this is leading to. So I will put it on Suns Out because I would recommend people watch that one. Y'all not gonna like me for this one, but hate away. But X is going on cold because I just couldn't. It didn't do anything for me. I don't get it. I don't get why people like it. Tell me why I should like this movie because I don't get it.
You know, me and Kay really don't agree because you know she don't have good taste. But I am with you, Kay. On X, I don't get the hype. It's
I don't
definitely
get it.
hot. It's definitely hot. It's definitely summer horror vibes. But literally, now I like the opening scene of the movie. It does feel very interesting how they open the movie up with that sheriff getting onto the property and stuff. But then I was watching this movie like, baby, where is the horror? We
Thank
watch a
you.
group of
Thank you.
people film a movie for like an hour, and that's the movie.
Exactly. And that's what got me upset because I'm like, this is y'all told me this was gonna be a good horror movie. That's
I feel like y'all could have had the paper boy stop by, the milkman, bring some people for us to see the old lady killing before she get to the main group or something. Cause it's enough for me, dog. It did not do anything for me. Now, like I said, I do like the opening sequence and I do like the third act, which is where all the horror is jam packed into. Like nothing else happens until we get to the third act, which I do enjoy. Um, I don't like it. I would never rewatch it, but I would recommend it because it's so popular. I feel like the average movie fan, horror fan would likely enjoy it since most do. It's a crowd favorite, but I'm gonna put it in the barbecue is over. It doesn't work for me. It does nothing for me. I really really want to understand the hype. I truly do. Like
me too.
we have Piranha, the original from that's either the late 70s, early 80s. You know that time between like 78 and 82, it be blending with like it be blending for me. But it's either late 70s or early 80s Piranha. And then the recent Piranha 3D with Jerry O'Connell. What the hell was he doing in this movie, child?
A bunch of foolishness.
Like I have stated a nauseating number of times, not my era, but I actually kind of have a little fun with the original Piranha. Like I actually kind of enjoy it, and I'm not much of a fan of the movies back in the day where like someone gets killed and you just see blood splatter and hear a scream. You know, I grew up in the era of gore. I want to see what happens. And this movie does a lot of, you know, you hear a scream, you see blood bubbling up in the water, but you don't really see. But I actually kind of like this movie, and I actually have some fun with this movie. I would recommend it. Now, I'm probably not going to throw it on for my summer watch, but I did have fun with this, and I did enjoy it, and I would recommend it. I'm going to put it in. I'm gonna put it in the barbecue is over. It's not quite fun enough for me to put it at least mid tier, but it wasn't terrible. Piranha 3D. Surprisingly, I had a lot of fun with this movie. I had a lot of fun with this movie, and it has a lot that I don't like. I cannot stand. I mean, just like with Hostel, I hate the douchey only thing on the brain is sex type of character, male characters. I hate the nice guy who likes the girl that dates the jerk. Like, I mean, I just hate all of that stuff. But this movie is kind of a good time. I mean, baby, we got Ving Rhames. Like we at least throw him up in the sauce. And Jerry O'Connell, baby, I love you, but why were you here? Like, you could do better than this. But I think this is a fun summer, like, turn your brain off, take some shots with your friends, let's have fun type of watch. I think this is definitely a fun group summer watch. I'm gonna put it mid tier. I'm hard pressed to really revisit it, but I have seen it maybe twice and I have fun with it. It doesn't suck. It's a fun way, an entertaining way to kill time in the summer if you want like a fun summer watch. What about you, Kay?
Yeah, and I hate to do it to the original one, but I'm not watching
Oh, damn.
I can't. I just
Way
it was a
hard side.
I ain't make it through. I ain't make it through. But now this
Oh,
Piranha
really?
3D,
So I finished it and you didn't? Wow.
yep, couldn't get into it. But this 3D movie, you're right. This was a fun one. I ain't even gonna hold you. Them piranhas was going ham, and I was for it. I was rooting for the piranhas because, like you said, it was a bunch of stupid people in the movie, and I just like needed them to be like, the piranhas did what needed to be done. So
Absolutely.
ooh, I might even went to see that one in theaters. Don't tell nobody.
Oh my
It might have been a dry summer for movies that year if I had to see that one in the theater. Um, Horror Story. Is this a foreign film?
A classic horror story. It is subtitled. It is in another language, Kay. There's
Okay.
no American version for you, honey. I'm gonna need you to just read some subtitles, Kay.
Oh. The only movie I've only did that for two movies, and it was When Evil Lurks and it was Terrifier. That because people told me to just like they made me watch those movies. Other
Now,
than that,
did
I'm
you
like,
mean Terrified? The Spanish?
that's the one, Terrified.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
Terrified and When Evil Lurks. I watched those two with the subtitles, but I'm telling you, I don't like it. Okay, I don't even watch anime with subtitles. Give me the English dub. Until these new movies need to be English dub. I don't care if the lips don't sync
Oh
up.
no,
Give me
no,
English dub all the way.
no.
So
I hate a dub.
I'm gonna just put it on lukewarm because I want to see it. If you say it's good, I'm gonna believe you. But y'all need to get an English version. Anybody
Um.
got time to be reading subtitles? I have to put my glasses on just to see
Oh my
things.
god. I'm gonna have to give a classic horror story the respect it deserves. Yes, it's in another language. And I'm trying to remember. I think maybe some of it is in English, some of it is in another language. But you do have to read the movie. It is in another language. But a classic horror story. You have a group that it's summertime. We get to where we're lost. We're in the woods. We stumble upon this cabin. It got weird stuff in it, and mayhem ensues. I don't want to say too much about it, but it definitely gives some hot summer night. You want to really see something horror, murder, disturbing. I really, really enjoy this one. I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put it in summer fun. Yeah, I'm gonna put not quite at the very very. I gotta be. I need to get like Kay and be picky about my top tier because I got a lot up there so far. But I definitely would recommend it. It's really good, and if I'm not mistaken, it's a Netflix original. And y'all know Netflix originals can be very hit or miss. This one for me was a hit. Next we have Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2. Very much both movies have kind of that same hot summer night vibe to me.
Mm-hmm.
Jeepers Creepers, though, the first one is iconic in my book. I don't really factor in all of the behind the scenes stuff. I liked the movie when it came out. I still love it today. I'm going to put it in Scorcher. If you're a horror fan, we love seeing Justin Long, get tortured, because that's all that man does in a movie is
Every
get tortured.
time. Every time.
That is very top tier. Jeepers Creepers 2, y'all know it's a lot of things that for me personally I don't like in my horror. I really don't like the tokenism of having black characters and you just gotta throw in like a racial or racist storyline. So that rubbed me the wrong way in this movie for Jeepers Creepers 2. Also, randomly making that blonde white girl like be able to see it. We ain't need all that. We ain't need all that. Like, I really don't like the characters. Like, I really don't. But this is a good one. It is a fun, like I said, hot summer night watch. I'm gonna put it in summer fun. I don't like the characters, but all of the actual creature things make up for it for me. But I don't rewatch it as much as the first one, just because those characters get on my nerve. And I know I'm extra, y'all, but they get on my nerve. What you got for Jeepers Creepers, Kay?
Now these movies, both of them going at the top. Both. I love the first two Jeepers Creepers. Now, don't talk to me about anything that came after the second one. I'm not even gonna do that. But I'm not even gonna play with y'all with them other ones. But these, oh yeah, anytime, any day, in any season, I'm gonna get jiggy with Jeepers Creepers. That's it.
Kay says she's Janet Jackson, child, anytime, anywhere. For Jeepers Creepers.
Mm-hmm. Now, okay, is this the original Evil Dead or is this the 2013?
No, that's the original 80s Evil Dead. I should have added 2013. That is still a cabin. It
Mm-hmm.
still could give you summer. But yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
the original.
I like the 2013 version a lot, but the original is a classic, so I'm gonna put it on Suns Out though. The 2013 one would have got a lot higher though.
Let's see. The Evil Dead is close to my heart because it's one of the first horror movies I ever saw in life when I was a little kid. And I loved it for a long time. But you already know the comedy and the horror is not a fun mix for me. Like Kay, I like the 2013 Evil Dead way more than the original because I like it to just stick to a
Mm-hmm.
strictly serious tone,
Mm-hmm.
no comedic relief from the horror. It is a good movie. It is solid, but you are hard pressed to see me really revisit that original one. I would recommend it to anyone who hasn't seen it. I don't know who hasn't seen it by now, but I don't want to be disrespectful, but I'm not gonna revisit this. You know what? It don't deserve to be nowhere near Jason, so I'm gonna at least put it in barbecue is over.
The disrespect. I'm just gonna do a whole live on a Friday. When is the next Friday the 13th? We're just gonna have a
September.
whole Jason day.
The next Friday the 13th is September. I know because when I first started KillerCon, I wanted it to be on Friday the 13th, but we ain't have one for months.
So we gonna show Jason some love.
The Blackening comedy horror recent movie where we have a group of black friends that go away to a cabin for Juneteenth. Y'all know I'm not one for comedy. And I'm gonna be honest, the only reason I saw this movie was to support my folks. I went to the theater, I wanted to show up, I wanted them to do numbers. But to my surprise, I actually really, really enjoyed this. I mean, I was laughing all the way through, and that is very hard. I might be amused. I might say, you know what, that was funny, but I am hard pressed to literally laugh out loud at anything really comedy that I watch. But I was literally laughing out loud. Like I was laughing the whole time. And if you saw my video I recently did of the top 20 comedies of all time, The Blackening made the cut, baby. I really love this movie. Now, I think this is another one that's more so Definitely would recommend for the people that aren't quite into horror. They don't quite want to really see blood and guts, and they don't really want to be disturbed, but you want a fun summer watch. This to me is
Mm-hmm.
a fun, like summertime with your friends. We're gonna laugh. I do wish the movie had more horror. I do wish it wasn't quite so predictable. But I have a lot of fun with this, and I would recommend it. It won't be in my summer watch list because I prefer to watch blood, guts, and disturbing stuff. But I'm put it mid tier because it's a great movie. I love it, but it's just not my summer watch because I want to be a little disturbed. But I would recommend it. Kay, what you got for the blackening?
I'm putting that at the top because you know, because I need everybody to celebrate Juneteenth. Okay, it's going to the top for Freedom Day.
Hot girl summer for the blackening.
Because I'm blackety black. So it's
And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, black, y'all.
oh man.
Does anybody but me know that?
Oh yes. That's a CB4. Straight out of Low Cash. Oh, I know my movies. It this is going at the top because this is I like this.
Rising to the top like cream, baby.
See, I got some winners in here. They're in here. Because I got to put that at the top for Pennywise because what's summer fun without a clown killing children?
Now, It 2017. Anybody on my channel knows I recently saw this for the first time. We actually did a live watch along of It 2017 yesterday, and thank y'all so much for running that video up while you could. We got 100 views in like an hour, no, 2 hours, with that live watch along. Thank you to everybody that showed up. And actually, after we finished that long ass movie, because it's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, we went and me and the channel members, we saw It 2019. So we finished the It movies back to back. It was my first watch with both of those movies. It 2017. Oh, but y'all, it ain't available now. Yeah, YouTube blocked that because you could hear some of the movie and Warner Brothers was not playing. So I hope you caught it while it was live. It 17. I am definitely, like y'all already know, I'm not one for the churn. I hate a bully trope, and that bully really pissed me off. But I was very pleasantly surprised at how good the horror and the visuals were in It 2017. The pacing, I'm talking about, we got a scare scene. 10 minutes later, we got another scare. I was like, God, like y'all on it. I thought I was gonna have to sit through a bunch of prepubescent, dribble from the kids. And the kids were really likable.
I like it. There wasn't a lot of teen angst here, and except for like the bullies, but I can't do the teen angst. But these kids was too scared for that.
Yeah, same.
They have time.
I am going to put this in summer fun because it is so good. No, I'm gonna have to put it in shallow waters, and I'm gonna tell you why. I can't put it at the top because my top two are reserved for the movies that are going to be rewatch summer list because of those bullies. I cannot with those bullies. Like, I can't. It doesn't have that rewatch value for me. But man, great movie. Great movie. Torso. Another one of the 80s movies that I wanted to add to round out the list. What did I give this on Letterboxd? Because I can kind of vaguely. Torso, it's an Italian film, child. It's foreign, so we know Kay ain't reading no subtitles, but I read it. It's an Italian horror movie, and you have a group of college kids. The girls are being stalked and murdered. So they end up going to one of the girls' vacation house to get away from the killer. And of course, the killer tracks them down at the vacation house. Very much summer Italian vibes, very much gives 80s slasher vibes. And I actually kind of enjoyed this. Again, I'm just not one for the era And I definitely don't think it's the top tier of the 80s era, but I do think it was a good watch. It had something to offer. I'm gonna put it in. Oh, uh, I really want to put it in Shallow Waters. For anyone that likes that era, I would recommend it. But it doesn't feel like that summer rewatch value that I look for. So I'm gonna have to put it in the barbecue is over, babe. Kay, what you got?
Okay, I actually did see this movie.
Okay. Oh shoot. Kay read some stuff. Oh wait, dub it.
I did see this one. I'm gonna put it in the middle because I would recommend it. I wouldn't watch it again, but I would recommend people at least give it a try.
Yeah.
Um,
The Meg and the Meg 2.
so I okay. Another thing about me, I love Shark Week, so I mess with some shark movies. Okay, so I'm going to put the Meg. We're going up. We're going up. We're gonna put the
Now I
Meg
know
at.
it ain't going to Hot Girl Summer.
No, we ain't going that high now.
Okay. I was like, girl, how far you finna scroll up?
We're gonna put the first one at Now We're Grilling, and the second one I have to put that at lukewarm because I okay it's like when it be on TV, but I don't really pay it attention. Like that's a movie I cut on to just have something on TV.
Yeah. Um, the Meg. I actually just saw the Meg right before the Meg 2 came out because I just never cared to see it. And I actually had a lot of fun with it. I'm gonna put it in summer fun. The Meg 2, though, I'm gonna put that in fizzles out. I really did not like the Meg 2. But you want to talk about a classic summertime shark movie, Deep Blue Sea. That's going all the way at the top to Scorcher. What you got, Kay? Oh shoot. What you got, Kay?
Oh yeah, oh Deep Blue Sea is definitely going at the top. That is that scene with Samuel L. Jackson. That is classic horror movie. Okay, and we had a black guy make it to the end of the movie. That's you know what my hot girl summer list is real black.
Yes, it is.
This is real black. What is down here? We got cheesy movie killer. What is it? What is the title?
I think you might be the killer, or you might be the killer.
I seen this. I can't remember when. Because I'm trying to remember if I liked it or not. Did I like this movie? Maybe it's because it's like forgettable.
Oh Jesus!
But I know I seen this movie.
I definitely don't think it's forgettable.
I'm gonna put it on lukewarm because I'm not sure. I can't remember if I liked it or not. I know I seen it. I don't remember if I liked it. So I'm gonna put it on lukewarm until I figure it out.
Let's see. Where is here we go. You might be the killer. This is comedy horror kind of parody. It really gives me Jason Friday the 13th vibes where you have this camp counselor, everybody's ending up dead. He calls his friend for help and she tells him, "You know what? I think you might be the killer." I'm not one for comedy and I think the comedy really overdid it. But I think fans of comedy horror who would like this, it had really good kills. I thought the characters were cool. We get Willow from Buffy, and we also get the stoner guy from Cabin in the Woods. I'm gonna put it mid tier. And next I got Phantoms. I don't know if you have Phantoms on yours, Kay. That was
Mm-mm.
one that it's if y'all see, I got way more on mine than Kay got. Phantoms from the 90s, Ben Affleck, we got Cotton Weary from Scream, Liv Schreiber. Definitely gives me small time summer nights horror vibes. I'm gonna put Phantoms in summer fun. I really, really enjoyed that movie. What you got on yours, Kay?
Next on mine is, I believe this is Predator.
Yes.
Okay, because this is classic now. We got to get Predator up here. Now this is, we going up here to we grilling. Yeah.
He ain't make it up there to the bad girl summer.
See if you had Alien versus Predator, then it would be at the top.
Nothing about that movie is summer, girl. It's snowing in that movie. But I do have all the Predator movies that give summer. I have Predator, Predator 2, and Prey. They all give summer hot vibes.
Oh, now
I
I would put Prey up
really
there.
I really love Predator. I'm gonna put that in summer fun, but y'all know Predator 2 is my baby. I'm gonna put that in Scorcher. And I'm gonna put Prey at the top with Scorcher as well. I
I like that
really,
one.
really, yeah, Prey. Man, I was very, very pleasantly surprised. What you got next on yours, Kay?
I got Night of the Living Dead. This the original. And oh, oh wait a minute, I put something that moved something that wasn't supposed to be moved. I
Now
don't
what
know
you
where
done
it went.
did, Kay?
I don't know. Something that went on the list that wasn't supposed to go on. I'ma figure you out wherever you went. Um,
You got Night of the Living Dead and lukewarm, girl. What is maybe that's the one you weren't supposed to you messed up on. Cause
oh
I
no,
know
this
that ain't staying down there.
oh no, nope, nope, nope. Again, this list this is very black. This-
I knew it had to be a hot girl summer for Night of the Living Dead, child.
100%.
Yeah, Night of the Living Dead original and the Blob original are likely, I think those are the only black and white horror movies that I like. I am obsessed with the original Night of the Living Dead. I rewatch it constantly. I'm putting that in top tier. The 1990 Night of the Living Dead, love that, is top tier. Where would you put the 90s remake, Kay?
Um, I would still put it pretty high though. I'd probably put it like just a drop below because I like that one too actually.
Okay, yeah, I love both of
Mm-hmm.
those. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have some movies on here that Kay doesn't have.
Oh, I'm gonna have to switch over. I got to get Anacondas though. That I got to put that on the list. 'Cause what I told you about Ice Cube. Well, did we have a conversation about Ice Cube? Let me move this over here. So let me.
Let me know when you got yours over there and I'll flip it back to you. But I'm gonna go to the 90s body snatchers. And y'all know I go up for the 70s invasion of the body snatchers. But I love body snatchers from the 90s. I don't think people talk about it enough because of course we're always gonna love the 70s version. But it definitely gives me hot summer night, aliens taking over. I'm gonna put that in summer fun. And then the cabin in the woods. That's a summer fun vibe. I'm putting that
It
in summer
is.
fun. I have a lot of fun with that movie. Of course, it's the friends, taking a summer vacation to the woods. It's kind of like, parodies, talking about on the tropes and stuff of the, Evil Dead and all the Friday the 13th. You always got to have a group going out to a cabin child and making certain decisions. The invitation is a slow burn, and I honestly didn't really like it until like the last 25 minutes, but I did finish it because it was very intriguing. I wanted to know where we were going and what was going to happen. It definitely gives me summer nights, more so like thriller, for people who don't really want to go too far with
Mm-hmm.
horror. You get a little too scared. I'm gonna honestly put it in summer fun because I personally didn't have fun until like the third act when. I don't want to give it away, but I really can see people really enjoying this. Was just a little too slow for my taste. Have you ever seen The Invitation, Kay?
Mm-hmm. Oh, anything that got people from Game of Thrones, I'm gonna watch. Mystique. Come on now.
And then we have old because I just wanted to round out the list. I hate this movie. M. Night Shyamalan, but it's definitely summer. We are spending eternity on the beach. Getting old. Baby, that's gonna fizzle out for me. Kay, didn't you say you like old?
No, I said it was. I don't even know what I would call that. No, one. I'm not revisiting that. That's a movie I'm not going to revisit.
Oh damn. Okay, it must have been The Happening. I don't know why I thought it was old that you
It
like.
is The Happening that I like.
Okay.
I got Anacondas and Cabin in the Woods moved over. I got to put those on the list.
Oh, here we go. Wait. That's Anaconda's Blood Orchard, the second one. Where the first one?
You got the first one too?
Yeah. I got to put the franchise up there.
Oh shoot! Now I ain't seen but one of them.
Well, let me rank these next ones while Kay get Anaconda. I'm not gonna speak too far ahead. Fall. You got Idiot Girls, backpacking, climbing this pole in the heat. That is definitely summer.
That movie made my nerves so bad.
You like Fall, Kay? Yeah, you did.
I don't know. Okay, yeah, it was. I liked it, but it made my nerves bad. It did.
I hated that movie. I did a review on it on my channel when it came out. I really didn't like it. See No Evil. See No Evil. Do y'all remember when like the WWE was making horror movies? Was I the only person watching them? See No Evil is actually a fun, like brainless slasher to me. You have this WWE built killer. You have these teens in like this work release program who go to this house to like clean it up or something. Unbeknownst to them, a killer is living in there and kills them off one by one. I am going to put this mid-tier Shallow Waters. I think it's a fun watch. I don't revisit it quite enough to put it at the top, but I have fun with that.
Okay, I got my movie switched over. I gotta get these last three. I gotta get these last three. Okay, so original Anacondas. That's going at the top. Again, why is my list so black at the top?
And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all.
That's real black. Okay, let me do other Anacondas. I actually like the second one.
Me too.
I like this one. I'm gonna put it at I ain't gonna put it at the very, very top, but it's going at the top. It's going to Now We're Grilling.
I thought I was the only one with a love for the Blood Orchard.
That's a solid sequel. I ain't gonna lie about that one. Cabin in the Woods was something that surprised. Actually, I'm gonna put that one at the top because I did not expect this to be what it was. Because it's one of those movies that look like it's gonna be something else and then it's not.
Yeah.
So definitely Hot Girl Summer.
And don't forget, Kay, you can hit save so you can save your tier list and post it so we can all see your finished tier.
And I'm gonna put the top tier. Now, for anybody that want to have a good summer horror movie list, look at my list.
Excuse me.
Just the list that you want. I'm gonna save this and put this on social media for y'all because this is a list right here. This is a list.
Well, thank you so much, Kay. I know you got another stream you're set up to do.
Yes. Thank you so much, Nikki, for calling me to do these lists. Anything that got anything to do with horror, I am here for it. I am here for all things horror. Again, I'm gonna have my list posted. I'm going to put it in posted in my Facebook group, Slice of Horror. So if you want to see this list, and I'm going to put the link up there, Slice of Horror on Facebook. Come over there and join the list. Ratchet people, I will see y'all at 11.
Thank you, Kay. And everyone else, I will continue with the rest of the tier list ranking with my summer horror movies. Next, we have Carriers. One I do not hear people talk about. This is a really, really good watch. We have Stabler from SVU. We have a like apocalyptic, a zombie-esque, like zombie-esque outbreak that happens, and we have two brothers and like their girlfriend. They're on the road. It's definitely hot summer vibes. We have Chris Pine in here, and I love this movie. This is definitely, it gives me definitely hot summer uh outbreak apocalyptic vibes. I'm gonna put this in summer fun. It's a really great one. I highly, highly recommend. It's such a good watch. And then next we have The Jackals. Now, The Jackals is, it gives me hot summer night type of vibes. You have a family who hires y'all, they hire Steven Dorff. They hire Deacon Frost from Blade to help them like deprogram their son who's been pulled into this cult. They are out at a secluded cabin when the cult comes calling for their member back. And I'm gonna be honest, this is very much like a low budget, mid-tier production type of horror movie, but I really enjoy this. I have a lot of fun with this movie. I don't think the rewatch value is super high. I think I've seen it maybe 2 or 3 times, but y'all know I like a bad horror movie. I would recommend this for, again, for people who maybe, get a little scared. You don't really want something as extreme on the horror side. You definitely get some kills and some gruesomeness here, but I think it's pretty tame. I'm gonna put The Jackals in. I have fun with it, but I'm gonna put it in shallow waters. And next we have the baby. You talk about hot. We got Cujo. Ooh, that lady and that poor baby boiling in that car from this damn dog. Now, I'll be honest, I think the movie starts it's a misstep at how we open. I really don't know what the point is of giving us this cheating storyline with the mom. It's really pointless for me. But once we actually get into the movie where the mom is trapped in the car with her son trying to survive in the sweltering summer heat, that's when the movie really gets good to me, and it is literally fantastic. I love the simplicity of it's literal. You spend a bulk of this last part, once we get everything happening outside of that first act, you just spend it with the two characters trapped in the car, sweating to death, and a dog. Like, it's very simplistic. It's not a lot of bells and whistles, but it is so freaking good. I am going to put Cujo. I really want to say summer fun, but it starts off so slow for me. Um, I'm mm, I'm gonna put, I hate when like I don't love the whole movie. Like, I love the second and third act. I really don't like the first act. I'm gonna put it in shallow waters. I think mid tier is respectable. I think that's respectable. Um, Lake Placid. You on the lake, you got Betty White, you got Jane Fonda, you got the president from Independence Day. um, and a killer crocodile. Definite small town on the lake, summer vibes. Um, Definitely more like what do you call it? Action, adventure, thriller vibes, not so much, just outright horror. But I think this is definitely a fun summertime watch. I'm going to put it in shallow waters. Like, I really enjoy this, but at this point, I think that came out in like the late 90s. I have rewatched that movie like 10 times, and you're hard pressed to see me revisit it again. I did recently rewatch it, I think a few years ago. I'm gonna probably go the next 10 not rewatching it. Love the movie, but it's just not one that I have an appetite to really hardcore revisit very often. And then we have Hatchet. Good old Victor Crowley. Hatchet is a movie where I feel like you have a really great villain trapped in a terrible movie. I think that Victor Crowley is talk about a brutal horror villain. This movie, it goes there. He's ripping limbs off. It is bloody. It is gore filled. He's just a big, no brain killing machine, kind of like Jason or Michael Myers. Like, no personality. There's nothing going on outside of we just want to kill. The characters are pretty stupid, pretty thinly written. You have the token black character, who I hate. Like, I like the actor. I like anytime I see him show up, but I hate the character. But I feel like I have fun with this movie. I think it's a fun summer brain, like turn your brain off, mindless, entertaining, fun summer watch. I'm gonna put Hatchet. Oh, I hate to put Hatchet in summer fun and Cujo down in shallow waters. Um, Hatchet is so stupid. Like, oh god, it's so stupid. But I have fun with that movie. This stuff be subjective. You can have a brilliantly well-made movie like Cujo, but we're talking fun. The summer fun, the things that I feel like should be on a summer watch list. Yeah, it's gonna be Hatchet for me. I'm sorry, Cujo. Daylight's End. Again, if I remember correctly, I think this was one of the movies on my guilty pleasure horror video I did. Daylight's End has this guy who's like in this apocalyptic world, seemingly alone, fighting off these zombie vampire. They're like zombie-esque, vampire-esque. Um I really like this movie. I have fun. It's definitely giving hot summer horror action vibes. You get a really like low budget movie where you have this scenario where you're trying to survive this apocalyptic world, and I have a lot of fun. I think it really, really works. And another movie that I think is a great summer watch that I only just thought about, I forgot to put on here, is a movie called The Day. Another post-apocalyptic, it might be more summer turning into fall type of vibes, but you have it's a post-apocalyptic world. You have a group of survivors trying to survive these cannibals. They're in the middle of nowhere at this country house. I think that's another great fun summer watch. Dog Soldiers. I didn't know people hate this movie the way they do. I think we talked about Dog Soldiers in one of our Killer Cons, and I didn't know people ain't like this movie. I love Dog Soldiers. It is werewolves. We have a group of military doing these training out in the country. It's hot. It's werewolves. It's blood. It's guts. Issues blowing up. We get the proverbial like person running slow as things explode in this fire. I love this movie. I have so much fun with this movie. I think it works really well. I like the characters, even the unlikable character in the group. I have a lot of fun, and I think this is a perfect summer horror werewolf vibe type of movie. I'm gonna put it in summer fun. I don't know why it gets the hate. I don't know why it gets the hate. What didn't you see, Miriam? Dog Soldiers? Next we have y'all the one of the few, one of the only found footage movies that I actually like, and it's crazy because when I first saw the As Above, So Below, I saw this in theaters, and I did, if I remember correctly, I did not know it was found footage. I didn't see any trailers or anything. I went to go see it and I hated it. I hated it because y'all, I hate found footage. But I actually really love As Above, So Below. It's hot, it's Paris, we're underground, and we going into hell or something like that. I have a lot of fun with this movie. I have rewatched this movie so many times. It's crazy. As Above, So Below and Incantation are the only found footage movies I like. And I saw both of them because I didn't know they were found footage. If it's found footage, y'all know I just skip it. As Above, So Below, I am going to put in summer fun. It is definitely summer nighttime horror watch vibes for me, but I think it is definitely a must. And then we have Anaconda and Anaconda's Hunt for the Blood Orchid. I'm sorry. I like Jennifer Lopez as an actress. I have fun with her movies. Jennifer makes a lot of movies that I like. I don't really get into the rom-coms that she does, but I like enough. I like Anaconda. I am going to put Anaconda in summer fun. It's not summer if you're not watching Anaconda, and I'm going to put Blood Orchid right next to it. I love Blood Orchid. I really, really like that movie. I have so much fun with that movie. And last, we have Triangle, which Triangle is more so thriller horror, but you have a group going sailing, we're in the ocean. We get into this accident because a storm blows through. We end up on this ship. It gets very supernatural. I really like this movie. And this is another one that I did not like. I think I saw it like twice. I didn't like it. I tend to am I the only person that will rewatch movies I don't like to like give it another chance? Because I just feel like sometimes I don't know what it is. Sometimes I don't like a movie, but I'll like it more on rewatch, even if it takes me 2 or 3 rewatches. And I think part of it is I'm not much of a fan of the lead actress here. No disrespect to her, a gorgeous lady, talented lady, but as fans of movies, we just have those actors that we really like and enjoy and gravitate towards, and we just have those actors that we just don't really care for. And unfortunately, the lead actress in Triangle is an actress that I just really don't care for. So I feel like that kind of played a part in why I didn't care for this movie very much. But it definitely delves into like summer thriller. I want to say sci-fi because there's like a whole time. I don't want to give too much away, but it's like a whole time weirdness to the movie. I'm going to put that in summer fun. And I definitely feel like that's a recommendation again for the people that aren't like big into horror. This is less horror, but it's still summer. It's thriller. You're going to get your blood pumping. It's a fun summer watch. Perfect summer watch. Y'all, let me know some of your favorite summertime horror or thriller watches that you have to put in rotation during the summer season. My top ones and my top that I recommend: Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Tourist Trap, The Hills Have Eyes remake, Tremors, A Perfect Getaway, Joyride, Splinter, From Dusk Till Dawn, Feast, Jeepers Creepers, Deep Blue Sea, Predator 2, Prey, Night of the Living Dead, the original and the remake. Must watch summer watches there. And when we get into summer fun, must watches as well. Y'all, if it's summer and you need some horror to watch that's gonna give you that hot, that summer, that horror, that thriller, that horror action, these are the movies. That's the vibes, okay? That's the vibes. But I will make sure that I have the summer horror tier list posted for you guys so you can get a look at the movies. And if there are any of my summer watches that I recommend that you have not seen and you plan to see them, let me know when you watch them. Let me know what you think. Did you enjoy them like I did? Okay, because I have impeccable taste, but I have like bad taste, but like I have impeccable taste. Let's see. What about Creep? I feel like I have a faint a faint memory of seeing Creep and I didn't care for it. If I remember correctly, is Creep the movie where a family is living in this house and I think there's like someone living unbeknownst to them in like the attic or something? Is that what I'm thinking of? Anaconda is a guilty pleasure of mine. I love Anaconda, and I won't even call it a guilty pleasure because I genuinely think it's a good movie. I genuinely think it's a good movie. And even when I did my video on my guilty pleasure horror watches, I called them guilty pleasure watches because they are considered bad movies. But a lot of them, I just like them. Like I think they're good to me. Continuous time loop is horror. You know what, Miriam? I feel the same way, but I know, people get into the semantics of genre and that's not horror. So I like to just clean it up a bit and throw all the other genres that the movie is given, like thriller, like sci-fi. Yeah, because sometimes you might not be in the best mood to take it in, so it's better to rewatch. Absolutely, absolutely. And that's the thing. Everything I do is like very mood based. That's why I hate like committing being on schedules because it's no telling how my mood will be. Like I might be in the mood to do something Sunday on when you ask me Tuesday, but then by the time Friday come, I might not be in the mood. Everything is like mood based for me. And I don't know if I'm the only person. My movie watches and TV watches are mood based. I have so many movies on my watch list that I have not gotten around to, and I really want to see them, but I haven't been in that mood to see that watch. If that if that makes sense, I haven't been in the mood for that watch. I do think that certain movies for me hit a certain mood. So sometimes, like I remember distinctly going to see, I think it was No One Will Save You, the Alien movie that came out last year. And I think I tried to see it like 2 or 3 times, didn't make it 5 minutes into the film, cut it off, kept going to rewatch it. And that's not because of the movie. I love that movie. I think that movie is amazing, but I wasn't watching it in the right mood. I work from home, so sometimes I'll throw a movie on. That was not the movie for me to watch, like while I'm home, like working and stuff, where you can just like, it's some movies you can like listen to. No, child, they don't even talk in the damn movie. Like, I don't know. And then I remember trying to watch it like Friday night when I got off work. I was tired. I wasn't really focused, wasn't paying attention. So, yeah, some movies you just have to be in a certain mood. And I especially think if I go into a movie expecting it to be a certain thing and it's not, that could also have me in the wrong mood to see that movie because I'm expecting one thing and it's not that, which depending on your mood, that could be good or bad. It can surprise you like, oh, I didn't expect this to give me what it's giving me, but sometimes it don't work. No, Creep is found. Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong movie, child. Creep is found footage with the crazy man hiring. Yeah, if it's found footage, babes, I did not see it. The only found footage movies I have seen are the ones that I saw before I decided I didn't like found footage, like Cloverfield. I went to the theaters to see Cloverfield, hated that movie. Or the movies that I love, like Incantation and As Above, So Below. I saw those movies because I did not know they were found footage. I don't like found footage. If I know a movie is found footage, I just will not watch it. I hate it. I be so annoyed. Like, I need you to focus the camera. I need to see. I hate when it's like, and then I hate when like, why the hell y'all got this camera up? People are gonna want to see. If you don't put that damn camera down, like it makes no sense. Like I can't vibe with that subgenre. I'm a horror guy 365 days of the year, but I'm not always in the mood to watch movies. Dylan, you know what? I'm a 365 horror person, but I know a lot of people aren't. Like, you have seasonal people like they watch horror during like a fall or Halloween. But also I feel like even if you're a 365 horror watcher, you still have certain watches for certain moods. Like if it's Christmas, I'm going to watch Christmas horror. Now, does that mean I'm not going to watch Christmas horror in like June? Yeah, I probably will. Just depends on my mood. But I still love a good, seasonal horror watch. And I find that people who aren't year-round horror watchers, they like seasonal horror recommendations. Now, I'm going to always be in the mood to watch a movie. I really cannot recall one moment in my life where I was like, you know what, I'm not in the mood to watch a movie. Now, I do get in moods where I will literally spend an hour trying to find something to watch because I'm not in the mood for all the movie options. Like, I'll be like, nah, I love that movie, but no, not in the mood. And I hate those moments. It's like being hungry, but you can't figure out what you want to eat. Like, you get 100 food options, restaurant options, and you're starving, but it's like, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. I hate those kind of moods. Like, I hate the mood where, oh my God, whenever me, my mom, and my little sister are trying to watch movies together, we literally spend 2 hours trying to figure out what to watch. Because we'll go through trying to pick stuff, and I'll be like, yeah, let's see ABC. But then my little sister say, I don't want to see those. Let's see DEF. Then my mom be like, I don't want to see none of those. Let's see, TUV. And so we will spend 2 hours trying to figure out something to watch. It's ridiculous. Is American Psycho technically a Christmas movie? Now let me tell you, Dylan. I might feel a little differently than most people. Okay, when you get into seasonal movies, Christmas movies, summer movies, me personally, some people think a Christmas movie is a movie where Christmas is like central to the plot. I don't agree. I think a movie that takes place in or around Christmas time is a Christmas movie. So, American Psycho, I have not seen it. That was a DNF for me. I saw it for about 20 minutes. I cannot remember anything Christmassy. But if there's Christmas time, Christmas Eve, Christmas decorations, I would say yes. I would say it's a Christmas movie. Let me see. The movies that I have on my Christmas movie list. They might not, they probably aren't. They are not movies that people consider quote unquote Christmas movies. Let me see. This is my letterbox, and I have, because y'all know it's hard for me to think of stuff right off the top of my head. My Christmas movies. Inside is a horrifically disturbing foreign horror movie. But guess what? It takes place on Christmas Eve. I consider that a Christmas movie. The Long Kiss Goodnight. It takes place when? Christmas. It takes place in and around Christmas Eve. I consider it a Christmas movie. Die Hard 2, Die Hard, Better Watch Out, Reindeer Games, Black Christmas, The Family Man, The Ref, P2. None of these outside of probably The Family Man would be considered Christmas movies. But if it happens in or around Christmas, and I would even stretch it to say it may not be Christmas movies, but let's say I was going to do seasonal Christmas horror watches, I would include anything that happens in wintertime or snow. Even if there are no Christmassy things in the movie, I would consider anything cold to be a part of Christmas. A part of the Christmas season. Because what does the Christmas season do for everybody except us Floridians? Snow. It's cold. So, yeah, I might not be the right person for that question. Because I think most people are like, no, you need like a Miracle on 34th Street. Like, the plot has to involve Christmas in order for it to be a Christmas movie. I just happen to not agree. Hi, Damien. Is that how you pronounce your name? Thank you for stopping through on the live. The only time I don't watch a movie is when I choose to watch a TV. Miriam, we see each other. I have always been very much a movie buff, a TV buff. Like, I love watching movies and TV shows. That's why I'm here doing this. There's a Christmas party in American Psycho. Well, hey, you can add it to your Christmas movie list. I think it makes the cut, but you know what? Don't listen to me. Because I tend to be the opposite of what, most people think. To a certain degree, the Final Destination movies are summer movies. Um, that is one franchise that I am not very familiar with, like memory wise. I feel like I have seen all the Final Destination movies. It's just not a franchise I revisit, and I really don't know why. Like, I feel like I've always enjoyed the franchise, but I have not seen those movies in ages, so I can't say if I feel like they're summer or not, because I can't really remember them like that. Like, of course, I remember we're finna go to Paris and the plane crashes, and I remember, I don't know where they were gonna go, but we get the car accident. I know we're on a roller coaster in one. I think we're on a bridge. Like, I can remember like where the accidents take place, the central accident, but I really can't remember those movies. Why don't I revisit Final Destination? I don't know. I feel like I like those movies, but they're not. I really can't remember them. I don't know. I don't really watch those movies. But let's check out our poll and see where we are. Let's see. So I had a poll up for what are your fave seasonal type of horror movies? Is it summer horror or is it winter horror? 85% said summer horror and 15% said winter horror. I cannot believe y'all are paying my winter horror dust. So that means y'all ain't gonna be here for a winter horror movie tier list. Man, I would pick y'all we not connecting. I would pick winter. Something about cold and snow gives me horror. I don't know. Yeah, I would pick winter over summer. Oh, but I'm always by myself with these opinions, so I get it. But 85% said summer. So summer won our poll, and I'm so glad because I put a poll up last time, child, and I forgot to check the poll results before I got out of here. My brain, oh God, Jesus, oh my brain. The main girl was going to Florida in the car accident one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember that. I know it's JJ from Criminal Minds, but I can't remember. We're gonna be here. Just had to pick one. Okay, because I was gonna say, dang, I was really here for my winter horror recommendation idea. And speaking of ideas, there is currently a poll up on ideas for our next watch along. Lord Jesus. The devil trying to get in between me and the watch alongs. Get on my throat. Get out of here, devil. Yeah, the devil came through yesterday. I'm so happy for who made the live, but if you didn't make it, I'm sorry, baby, you didn't make it because, baby, they pulled that ish down quick, fast, in a hurry. But thank you to everybody that showed up for the It 2017 watch along. Y'all ran it up to 100 views in 2 hours before it got pulled the hell down. I would love to see what a video would have been at now, but they yanked it because you could hit a movie and Warner Brothers weren't playing. Now, my other watch alongs, they would send me a little thing. The video would get blocked for a little bit, but it let me have the option to like erase whatever they were saying was the issue, and I was able to keep the video up. But for some reason, Warner Brothers don't let you do that. They said, nah, bitch, take the video down. So we had fun, but it was pulled down. And then me and the channel members, we ended up following up It 2017 with the It Chapter 2. And they pulled that down too. They said, nah, bitch. They said, nah, take it down, take it down. I don't know what I'm gonna do for our watch. First of all, I might not do no more Warner Brothers watch along because it's the fact that it was Warner Brothers. Like that was the issue because Bad Boys ain't do that to me. And you can hear the Bad Boys movie all through my watch along while I was watching it because y'all, I'm half deaf. My TV be blasting. And I said, but I said I might get some like wireless headphones for when we do our watch along, because I need my TV must get loud. But I don't know if I can do the headphones. I'm not a fan of headphones. I don't like how hot them in my ears feel. I don't want them on my ears. I don't know, but we'll figure something out. But for now, it's not gonna be Warner Brothers. But I did put up and I don't even know if none of these movies is Warner Brothers, child. We got Mimic, Green Room, Wishmaster, The Descent, Let Us Pray. So make sure you vote in the poll for our next watch alongs. And of course, we have our weekly members only watch along. So the rest of our watch alongs for August will all be members only, because we only do once monthly public watch along. So that won't be again until September, because we did it yesterday. So, and if you don't like the poll options, because I just was throwing movies out there, and I feel like I really need to start centering the watch along movies around the content, because I did summer horror this week, and y'all, I had a time this week. Oh God, I've been so tired this week. Like, I'm tired as hell now, because I wanted to catch up on some of the summer horror movies that I haven't aren't fresh in my memory. And then I did some new watches, because remember I said I wanted a well-rounded list. So the movies from the 70s and 80s outside of Tourist Trap, they were first time watches for me this week. Hatchet was the first time watch for me this week, because I was trying to prepare for this video. So child, when I had to watch it for 6 hours yesterday, I was like, child, I should have been watching some of them summer movies. But I don't plan ahead well enough, child, because I don't even know what content I'm doing next Tuesday. So we'll see. Maybe eventually I can plan the watch along movies around the content. I don't know. I went to a drive-in where they were doing a winter horror double feature, The Shining and The Thing. You know what? I feel like I probably do some weird double features. Typically, when you think of double feature, it's movies that, of course, go together in some shape, way, or form. Baby, a double feature for me will be like Night of the Living Dead and Anaconda. Like, am I the only person? Like, my double feature is just the mood that I'm in to watch something. It's not necessarily going to be like two zombie, double features. Like, I feel like my double features be so weird. Like, my double features be so weird. But The Shining, The Thing makes sense. It's winter, it's horror. There's a theme there that goes together. But I don't know. Like, they're not weird to me. I think my double features be great. I have fun with them. But I know any other person will be like, the hell kind of double feature is this? Like, bitch, this don't make no sense. Like, I don't know what I'd be thinking. But thank you guys so much for pulling up to the live and supporting it. I really appreciate it. And also, we will be here tomorrow for KillerCon, our weekly horror live panel series. And the theme this week, y'all know I'm trying to be focused. I'm trying to have stuff make sense. I'm trying to plan, be on the schedule, let y'all know what to expect. So my KillerCons are themed, and the theme this week is horror movies that actually scared me. So we are going to be talking all things scary horror, brutal horror villains, violence and horror, because y'all know we have fun with our horror topics, but we also get into more serious topics. So we are going to get into like some desensitization and violence and horror, and celebrating violence and horror, and all of that good stuff. So make sure you are there for that. 5 p.m. Central. I hope to see you there. Run up the KillerCon, run up the live, comment, like, all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, and I will see you tomorrow.
Goodbye.